Okay, well here's the light wiring harness. Connector soldered in. I decided to use some of this new stuff here to redo pretty much the entire harness. Any of the small stuff I didn't bother, but I'm not going to tape anything up, and I'm not going to remove these until I'm sure what I'm doing there. I know I'm going to end up removing, you know, one from each side, but I haven't decided if I'm going to completely remove them or if I'm going to try and, you know, modify those to use them. It would be nicer if they were modified to use these because these are a little bit more weather tight. But we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to put this away. I rang it out. Everything is working now. I guess the next step is to look at this harness here. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm hoping it can be split. Like, there's two different connectors. One goes to the taillights, and I'm hoping one is for the interior stuff. I'm hoping that's the way they split it. We'll see once I start taking this one apart. This harness will probably be entirely taken apart. Oh, okay. I thought it was zoomed. This harness will probably be entirely taken apart, and we'll see how that goes. So anyways, and oh, I thought you were sleeping. Okay, that wasn't too bad here for the lighting and etc. harness. Oops, I got it tangled up there, but this, oh, it wasn't tangled up. That's fine. This piece of harness ended up being, with the smaller 4-pin connector, ended up being just for the rear speakers, so that was easy enough to separate. I just unraveled it. Quite frankly, I don't know what I'm doing with the front speakers, let alone rear speakers in this thing, but I'll worry about that later. In any case, so this harness is all good, tested out fine. Only one bad spot is right here, but considering the fact that that's right at the rear taillight, I believe that's the left-hand one, I'm not too worried about it because I'm obviously doing my own thing. Well, I'm glad I didn't paint any of these housings. This is one of the front park turn signal housings, and extracted the original light bulb fixture from it. That one's pretty much hatched. I've been just dollying out some of the dents in this one. This is one of the crappier ones I got when I bought some used ones from a local truck shop. Sight unseen, which is a mistake, but nevertheless it gives me something to work with. So I'm going to enlarge the hole for there, and then try and make it work with one of these lights over here, the van harness. See how that goes. You know, if I fail, well, then I'll just not hack up another one. But I figure this one's fine because this one was just about a done deal. Anyways, I'll get to it. Okay, there we go. That's my trial fit here. And looks like it'll work. So I'll do the same thing with that one. So basically what I did was I took a 1-inch hole saw and I opened it up. And the diameter of this piece here, I measured at 1 inch and 32 thousandths. So I needed to open that up a bit. So I just put a little grinding thing in the drill press. I know it's hacky, and just kept going around and around and around and around until I measured that I'd opened it up to about 135, or sorry, 35 thou, over an inch to about 40 thou. And then I just took the nibbler and nibbled out some openings and cleaned it up with files. Well, little files. And looks like that'll work. And what I'll do is I'll set this up so that when you twist it in there, I'll just bend one bit up so it'll act like a stop, so you can turn it and it'll stop at that point. Like I'll just cut it with a pair of diagonals or something like that and bend it, twist and bend it up, and that should work perfectly fine. If I'm clever about it, I suppose I can use one of the bigger sides here. But in any case, so I think that's going to work. So I'm going to do the same to that, but I'm going to leave that till tomorrow. It's getting a little bit later. And I'm pretty satisfied with that. I'll take that out and I'll show you what it looks like. I'll just put you down for a second because I need both hands for this operation. But nevertheless, it is a little bit tight. I think I will open up the next hole that I cut out just a little bit more because it takes half a second to pull that out, but I think it'll work. So I'll just do the same thing on the back of this, and I think we'll be good to go. And I suppose I could check to make sure that I got enough actual metal here to be able to do that. I think I do. It's going to be slightly offset because the original hole, for some odd reason, was slightly closer to the top of the housing, but I think it's not going to be a problem. I could actually draw that in there just to know for a fact, but nevertheless, I think that's going to work fine. Okay, so that's just the outline of it. So I'll do that tomorrow. I'll cut the hole out with the hole saw. I've got this piece of wood that's acting like a centering bit for the piece of well, for the turn signal housing, and that's just the reminder of how it's going to go. And the idea being is that you know, when I insert this and turn it, where did I put that? This piece here would be horizontal rather than, you know, like that. I don't think it makes a big difference. Light is light, but nevertheless, it'll look neater. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching.